What's going on, family? It's your guy, Boro, the Lucky Libra. Thank you for tuning in to another episode yet again. As y'all can see by the title, we're picking up the signs through the 9th house series with Taurus in the 9th house. So please, family, I appreciate y'all. Leave a like if y'all share the content or if y'all hit that subscribe button. I'm going to give you about 2-3 seconds to do that. 1 Mississippi, all right, 1.5, all right, 2 Mississippi. All right, y'all. That's why I could depend on y'all. That's why we like this, y'all. That's why we like this. I appreciate y'all helping me build the community up and circulate these gems. All right, make sure to tap into my website if you'd like to connect with the Lucky Libra, book a reading and all that good stuff, and tap into the Patreon if you'd like to dive deeper, family. All right, let's get right into it, man. Let's get right into it. Taurus in the 9th house. So who is this? This is my the majority of y'all are Virgo ascendants. We got Virgo on that first house cusp. We got Virgo on that first house cusp. This may be my Leo risings. This may be my Libra risings, all right? Depending on, degrees and your house's set up and whatnot. Some houses smaller than the other or whatnot. You might have those type of ascendants, but for the most part, we got Virgo on the ascendant, all right? And so first, what is the 9th house? The 9th house is one of the more spiritually inclined houses in the zodiac. The 9th house is dealing with our experiences in a totality, all right? And when we experience things, we develop what? Wisdom. All right, so this is the house of education, knowledge and wisdom, religion, philosophy, higher thinking. Everything is at a higher state here. We just came through the ugly, muddy, dark 8th house, intense house. And when we get out that type of travel, now we're enlightened. We got new philosophies, right? We got a new belief system. So that's the 9th house, all right? So we're dealing with education here. We're dealing with long distance travel. All right, so we're dealing with energies outside, of your familiar surroundings, cultures, foreign cultures, traditions. All right, guys, that's what we got going on in the 9th, his house. Now, with Taurus here, you need to know what house you got Venus in. Because Venus rules this house. All right, so you need to know what house Venus is in. Because the house Venus is in, hold on. Every time I start talking about, you feel me? Every time I start talking a whole bunch, my that's about to sound crazy. I'm gonna pause myself before I can say, but pause, like my throat just get a little dry, some shit. But anyways, look, you need to know what house you got Venus in. All right, you need to know what house you got Venus in. You're gonna be learning a whole lot in the house. You're gonna be experiencing a whole lot in the house. You're gonna manifest teachers, mentors, students in the house. Because you're gonna have to teach in that house too. See, the 9th house ain't just what we learning. What we're a student of is what we're eventually a teacher of too. Understand that. This is the house of Jupiter and Sagittarius. All right. So a student is a teacher. Teacher is a student. It works both ways. And so you need to know what house Venus is in. Now, Taurus, fixed Earth, ruled by Venus, and that's definitely what they're gonna be. That's definitely what they're gonna be with Taurus in the 9th house. They're going to have a fixed nature with their form of spirituality, with their belief system, with their religion. It is very likely for these people to, continue to use their original first forms of spirituality or belief system or religion as a base foundation in their life. And whether they stick with that form of spirituality or not, a lot of that stems from that natural foundation here. So if your family was Christians, even if you break off into studying different forms of spirituality, astrology, or doing your own thing, it may always get compared, to that first form of spirituality or religion you was connected to. But a lot of times these people they'll take on these original values here. All right, we know Taurus deal with values, right? So depending on what type of values was pushed on them at an early age, this may be their support system. This may be what they look at as their sense of stability from a spiritual point of view here. So it can even turn out into being a stubborn and dogmatic type of way dealing with spirituality and religion. So you need to make sure if you got Taurus here that, you allow yourself to keep an open mind, especially if you got Venus in the 12th house, Venus in the 11th house, Venus in the 8th house, or Venus in this house. You're going to have to keep that in mind, because these houses won't allow you to be so dialed into one form of spirituality. These houses want you to constantly grow and evolve with how you deal with spirituality in some type of shape or form. Now, but yeah, they have a fixed nature with their form of spirituality. They will be relatable, not relatable to the sense where they may be so open-minded to what somebody else is dealing with spirituality, but they may be communicated. They may have a inspiration to them to want to relate their form of spirituality. Like we just did Aries in the 9th house. Aries don't care about relating their form of spirituality. They're more invested in just their individual pursuit with their spiritual development. Taurus here may embrace relating their teachings, their knowings. Taurus is a cooperative type of sign. All right. Venus likes to connect. So these may be things that they get a sense of happiness from, being able to relate these things, being able to be part of groups, that are into the things they're into spiritually. Okay. And from an educational point of view, once again, that the energies, the sign in this house may be something you're naturally studious of. You will naturally manifest experiences to teach you about these things, especially the house that Venus is in. That's why we can't neglect Venus, regardless of anything I say about Taurus in the 9th house. So education, they may be very a real diligent nature here when it comes to studying spiritually or just anything they like to learn in life. They're not going to juggle trying to learn too many things at once. They have a concentrated set nature with something that they want to study. If there's a course that they want to invest into to learn how to flip houses in real estate, which real estate is actually one thing that you could look for Taurus and 9th house may be into. They want to devote their time to that. Like, they'll create a schedule to make sure they could just devote their time into learning that, so they're not doing so many other things with their life. They kind of have that type of nature when it comes to learning something and experiencing new things here. All right. Now, they may have strong pursuits to study business here, whether it's accounting, banking. Remember, when I talk about education, we don't want to just condense what you're learning in this house just to school and college. These aren't the only places we learn. All right. I see yet too often we do that with the 9th house. All right. We continue to have a nature to learn certain things and expand our knowledge and wisdom with certain things when we get out of college, when we get out of high school. So yes, these may be some prominent themes that we experience in school with the signs and the houses. I mean, the signs and the houses, signs and the planets in the 9th house. Yes, there may be some prominent themes when it comes into actually being in school and what we may experience in that, within that experience. But beyond that, these are things that we naturally like to learn about. So these people may love to study about money management. Now, incorporating money and business into this house, they will put a spiritual influence into that shit. So, like, those YouTubers like You Are Creators. I know many of y'all know him. Who else? Like people like Reverend Ike. People that, teach about using spirituality to live an abundant life. This is some Taurus in the 9th house shit. They will influence others, or they may develop mentalities here to look at gaining abundance, building up stability, building their physical reality through spirituality. Because, Taurus do deal with the money. Taurus do deal with finances. They do deal with stacking them bands. So now you put it in the 9th house, they may be into money magic. They may be the things they do with spirituality and their rituals, maybe a lot of it directed towards things dealing with their reality and stability. Damn. Yeah, it may be things, they may bug their spiritual family a little too much when it comes to bread. Like, listen, y'all know times is rough. I'm trying to pay for this vacation for my B-Day. I need some help, spiritual family. Like, I'm burning this ancestor money. I need an extra couple bands to come out of nowhere right now. Hell yeah. But all jokes aside though, dead ass though. Like this is just how the shit might be influenced here if they're into spirituality in that sense. You know, they're gonna manipulate spiritual energies to help with things in with stability. You know, maybe for that to do rituals for that job interview, to do rituals to make sure they get that promotion. Like shit like that, y'all. Shit like that. You know, so it may play out in these type of ways. You know, business. They're gonna study business. They're gonna study how to make money. Like they may be into. They're gonna take that course. They're gonna subscribe to them YouTubers and content creators teaching about entrepreneurship and shit. These people may be into these. This is a strong entrepreneur placement. Speaking about that, this is a strong entrepreneur placement. Period. Taurus in the ninth house, because they're gonna be too studious about. I said, that don't even sound right. Very studious when it comes to building stability and security. So because they're consistently learning about these things, especially if Venus is in the earth house. If Venus is in the second house, the second house, the sixth house, the 10th house, the 8th house, they finna learn how to get money at an early age. Like they gonna be very knowledgeable. They gonna have that spirit in them that is hungry to learn how to build stability. All right, so that may manifest into entrepreneur like things, because they may still, you know, go to school, this and that, third for this career, but because their mind expands so much, because they manifest teachers and people in their life trying to teach them about gaining stability and security, it may manifest into them falling into different ventures, and then this is where entrepreneurship starts to open up here. All right, these people will monetize their knowledge. You don't think of Virgo rising. Don't think of Virgo rising, motherfucking Taurus in the ninth house finna just be sitting there with a bunch of experience with something, a bunch of knowledge and wisdom about something. And when I say experience, not just their knowledge and wisdom from a spiritual educational point of view, their experience with a skill, something they know how to do. If they could put a price on that, most likely nobody's gonna have to motivate them or tell them like, don't you know you could sell that? Or don't you know you can make a course for what? Don't you know you could write a book for that? What? You don't gotta tell Taurus in the ninth house that. You don't gotta tell Taurus. They gonna tell you that. They gonna tell you, yo, you need to write a book for that. You need to start charging for that. They gonna monetize their knowledge and wisdom in some type of shape or form. They may be into law here. They may be into law here in different type of ways. Once again, business, law. Now, we know we got Taurus and Venus here. This is very real artsy, creative like influences. So we got cosmetology. They may go to school or learn how to do makeup, deal with hair. You know, they could be very talented in this area by default, naturally. Fashion is big here. This is a huge fashion designing and shit. This is huge here for them. This is a huge placement in the zodiac. Taurus in the ninth house, Virgo risings. A lot of Virgo risings are into. Matter of fact, let me not do that right now. I was gonna look up celebrities and shit, but I'll do it later. But a lot of Virgo risings is into motherfucking fashion, and a lot of it got to do with this Taurus in the ninth house placement. So yeah, yup. But that may be really something they go to school for and study at a young age when it comes to fashion and cosmetology. This ain't some later in the life shit. This is some shit they playing with their Barbies at a young age. They're like, no, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. They go to a fashion high school. They go to high school that got a specific fashion program. They gonna fight with their parents like, look, I know y'all want me to go to law school, but look, this is where my heart at. I'm like... Say fuck that law school shit and create a big ass fashion brand, clothing brand. Listen, Taurus gonna know how to listen. Y'all know Taurus gonna know how to build where it's at. So when it's spirituality here, when it's experience, when it's education, It's gonna amount to some form of stability or something you could use as earth sign deal with materialism, tangible things. Speaking about materialism, these are going to be a lot of things that develop a lot of their belief systems in this lifetime. Things dealing with their creativity, building stability, materialism. A lot of major lessons in life will come through these things. They may learn to either humble themselves with how they deal with materialism. They may learn a sense of giving and compassion that helps them expand certain experiences. They may become very charitable here. Culinary arts. Virgo risers can underrated chefs. If you know, you know. If you know a Virgo rising in your life, and with Taurus here, they could learn how to cook well. It's almost innate in them. See, you got some people out here, it don't matter what cookbook they looking at. It don't matter what cookbook, ebook they get. I don't care how many TikTok cooks you watching. They just ain't got it. They just ain't got it. Taurus in this house can learn quick how to put things, because Virgo ascendant here, Taurus here, ninth house, gonna learn how to put some cook. They gonna be making fire shit on the first time using the recipe. So by the time they make it on their 10th, 15th time, that shit is mwah. That shit is a masterpiece. So yeah, Taurus, they'll go to school for culinary arts here, fashion, motherfucking clothing brands, very artsy energy. So things dealing with music, theater, being on the stage, Venus-like energies. These are the things they're into. Massage therapy, Reiki. Woo, this is Taurus in the 9th house. For sure. The massage shit may be natural in them already. They just need to go to school to get the licensing so they could start getting busy. Make it their business. Start hiring other masseuses. And now they got a whole company and shit. Now they own the massage company shit. You know. Yup. Definitely a strong Reiki placement. And when it comes to long distance traveling, when it comes to experiencing things outside of, different cultures, traditions, they're going to be into the luxurious things to experience. They're going to be, these people, they plan and organize when it comes to experiencing here. Taurus takes their time. Taurus is cautious. Taurus is stable. So when it comes to them experiencing different things in life, different areas in life, vacationing, they're going to plan these things in the top of the year. They're going to make sure that this is not an impulsive thing. You're going to go to them and ask them, hey, yo, what's up? You going to be able to come to my birthday party this, that, and the third? Or you trying to plan a trip this, that? Or like, it's January 2nd. They talking about, I already got, I got my trips planned out for the year. Like, God, it's January. We just was at the New Year's party 2 nights ago. Yeah, I'm going to go to Cabo for Memorial Day. Then I'm taking my parents to the Philippines for their anniversary. Then my birthday, I'm taking a solo trip to Aruba. Then I got a trip with Bae, taking Bae. You feel me? Taking Bae. I'm taking my shorty out to her birthday. This and the third. We going to Jamaica. They shit planned out for the year a lot of the times. No funny shit. And they're going to deal with a lot of, I kind of already said this, but when it comes to materialism and spirituality, they're going to deal with, they can get hands-on here with spirituality. So they will deal with, once again, like the altar, candle work, ancestor money. They're going to use things. They're going to use the sage. They're going to use the Palo Santo, When you first date them, they're gonna be talking to somebody that they've been talking to for a little minute, and when they first see the person, before they hug for the first time, like, hold on, pull out the Florida water. Okay, bring it in. They gonna use objects. Taurus deal with objects. But that's what we got here. That's what we got here with Taurus in the 9th house. That's pretty much what we got here, y'all. Remember, you need to know what house Venus is in. This is the area. Oh, last thing. Woo. Oh, glad I didn't miss this one. Nature. Nature is big for these people. These are the people that love being by the water. Love being by the water. Probably feel charged up being by the water. Grounding. Being by the trees. Damn, I missed this too. When I said the luxurious type of energy when they travel, they're not going to travel to places where they could do things that they could do where they're at. No, they need that 5-star experience where they go. All right, wherever they go. And then nature, they may deal with a lot of trips for the sense of peace, for the sense of stableness, to have a meditative, to jump into a meditative like a vibe when they travel. So nature is big to these people. Nature is a big thing to these people. Once again, when it comes to their vacations, they may like real isolated spaces. You know how y'all be saying damn, I ain't wanted to make these videos too long. It's 20 minutes. Last thing, you see how they be you see them ads with like trips to Maldives and shit? And it's just like the island and like just a couple huts and shit. That's like Taurus, and they love shit like that. It's like, ooh, it's not too many people. It look like an exclusive resort. It's just the water. It's just the Taurus in the 9th house all day, every day. Right there, boom. That's Taurus in the 9th. All right, y'all. So y'all already know the vibes, man. Y'all already know the vibes. It's your guy, Boro, the Lucky Libra. All right. Make sure you tap into my Patreon if you like to dive deeper. We got a lot going on over there. Just made a post about we doing a Mercury series during Gemini season. Got a Synastry class brewing up that I wanted to do last month, but we getting it popping this month. All right, so y'all tap in. All right, and tap into my website. If you like to connect with the Lucky Libra, book a reading, all that good stuff. I appreciate y'all leaving that like, that share, subscribe, and helping the brother build the community up and circulate these gems. Y'all know the vibes. Y'all, I love y'all. Peace.